My name's Kellie Holloran. I'm a referral specialist for St. Anthony's Hospice, and this is my hospice story. So I started my hospice journey in college. When I was in Western Kentucky University, I took a Services to Older Americans class, and we had a speaker from a local hospice company that came in, and she talked about how she loved hospice and loved her job and just what it was all about. And I fell in love with hospice, and from then on, I've known that's what I wanted to do in my life. I went on to intern with that same company that was that spoke in that college class, and then I interned with another hospice company as well during college. And since I graduated college, I've worked for different hospice companies as well, and so I moved to the Union County area and was presented with an opportunity to come to St. Anthony's as a social worker. And I did. I took that position, and I worked with St. Anthony's as a social worker for about a year. And I just recently moved to a more behind-the-scenes job as a referral specialist for St. Anthony's. So one of the reasons I love working for hospice, and I feel like most people who work for hospice love their jobs, is because not only do we have impact on the families' lives, but they have impact on ours. We're not robots who don't have feelings. We love our patients. We care about our patients. We have all the emotions, especially with patients that we've had for a long time. When they pass, we love them and we care about them. And quite often we have people tell us how appreciative they are of our services, and we don't even know that we've done anything. One person in particular, she utilized all of our services. She was on our palliative care program, she was on our home hospice program, and then ended up passing at our Lucy Smith King Care Center. And she had had some difficulties and rough time, rough life, and was a little bit of estranged from her family. But she wanted me to be her social worker from palliative on over to hospice, and I agreed. And I visited her, and I loved visiting with her. But when she passed away, her dad was at the care center with her, and I went in to offer my condolences, and I said, I'm so sorry for your loss, and I just wanted you to know I really enjoyed being with your daughter and visiting with your daughter, and I just wanted to let you know that. And he got big tears in his eyes, and he said, thank you for being her friend at the end of her life when she didn't have very many. And he said, I want you to tell the nurse and the aides and everybody that came to visit her, just thank you for being her friend. And that just hit me, because I didn't feel like that I had done all that much for her as a social worker, but it was obvious that I had, because he knew that I had done things for her, that I made her feel like I was her friend. And that's our goal. It's not always to have a specific agenda and specific. It's our goal is to make these people comfortable and feel loved, and feel like they're cared for. And so that sticks with me quite often. And I had one lady when I was a social worker tell me, we were sitting together, and I said, I love how optimistic you are and how positive you are, even though you have a terminal illness and you're sick and you are dying. And she said, well, honey, nobody wants to be around an unhappy, grumpy person all the time, so why would I be unhappy and grumpy? I want people around me. And so to this day, if I get angry or grumpy or upset, I think, what would she do? She wouldn't want to be grumpy and upset and angry. So even to this day, I take the advice of my patients into my everyday work. And that's an example of how our patients impact us sometimes more than we impact them. I didn't feel like I had done much for her. I'm sure that I probably did, more than I know. But I always made sure to let her know that she was more of a blessing to my life because she always made my day better. I loved going to visit with her. She had a wonderful outlook on life. And so I utilize that now, especially with my referral specialist position. I'm on the phone all the time and calling and scheduling and organizing, and it's very stressful, and it's very easy to get grumpy and angry and upset. But now I always just think, okay, what would she do? And that helps get through the day and get through struggles and hard days and everything like that. So I my main focus is I just want people to know that we're not a bad place. Hospice is not a bad thing. It's not a bad word. It's a good thing, and we do good things for people, and we impact people and families more than what people realize. But they also impact us, and that's why we do what we do, and that's why we love our jobs.